I just came back from Atlanta, and I'm sorry, Benny, I ain't gonna be able to make it. Just came back from Atlanta. First of all, I want to say thank you to Nick Cannon for the wonderful opportunity that you gave me. I hadn't done a movie in years. I was proud to do it. It was a lot of fun. Everybody was nice, kind, and respectful, and I had a good time. And the movie is gonna be absolutely funny. So make sure y'all watch the movie and check it out. I want to have a real conversation or whatever. I want to have a conversation about. I was thinking when I was going to Atlanta, I was having a conversation with somebody that really helped me out with my career, and I thank everybody, anybody that have ever done anything for me and for my career. I'm grateful and I'm thankful for everything. And I was having a conversation. I was just thinking about. I'm so glad that I was raised the way I was raised, and I'm not perfect. God knows I'm not perfect, and you know, I try to get it right. I try to get it right. And I'm definitely not perfect. When it comes to friendships, people that I'm in business with. I just try my best. One of the things I wanted to talk about, and I won't hold you long because I know y'all about to go to bed, is a disease that, other than COVID-19 that's floating around, a real disease that nobody really talk about is a sense of entitlement with people. And when I think about, what up, John? John Poe. When I think about whenever I clash with people or I clash with somebody that I meet, a total stranger or whatever, it all boils down to entitlement. and it took me a while to get to this point. It took me a while to get here because I had to learn, because I was taught and trained, and somebody had to sit me down and even explain to me that in my younger years, that nobody on this freaking earth owes you nothing, no matter what. Nobody on this earth. If sometimes friendships don't work out, sometimes business relationships don't work out, and sometimes things come to an end. Sometimes friendships come to an end. Sometimes business relationships come to an end. And nobody's entitled to anything. Nobody owes you anything. If your mama die, or if your daddy die, and decide to leave everything to your mama, you are not entitled to anything. Take your ass to the funeral. You're not entitled to ride in the limousine. You're not entitled for the TV or the clothes or whatever. You just, hey, I'm just here to support you, mama or daddy or whatever, and stand behind you. And if somebody give you something from that death or whatever, then the phrase is thank you, if that's correct. It's thank you. I'm talking about sense of entitlement is like real. It's a problem. I had to explain that to some people that was close to me one day, and they was upset about something. I'm saying, you're not entitled to that. And it's crazy because they don't want to hear it, and it's like they be shocked, when I tell them you're not entitled. If anybody on this earth do anything for you, it's thank you. And it ends right there. Somebody gave me in my younger years, somebody gave me an opportunity, and my dumb ass, they had big money, so I got in a little bind. So instead of me looking around or trying to figure out how to get out of the bind, when they position me to get everything that I need, put me in a position to get everything that I need, my dumb ass hit them up because I know that they got it. And it just took a real friend to say, hey man, I done gave you this opportunity right here so you can make the money to get what you need. Why you hit me up? And I went to bed that night. But one thing, remember now, your attitude determines your altitude. I had to learn. And I went to bed, I was thinking about it, and I was offended. And I wasn't offended at what they said. I was offended that my dumb ass called somebody that helped me with something and positioned me to make the money that I needed to make to get what I need. And I had the nerve to hit him back up to ask him to do something else for me. And the fact that for a moment I felt he can help me out with that because he got it. And I was so embarrassed. And I laid down in the bed, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It was attorney Rickey in Houston, Texas. I was blowing his phone up. I remember the spot I was sitting on the floor in my apartment in Dallas. He said, "Hey man, what?" He said, "Hey man, what else you want me to do? I put you in this position right here to win. What you want me to do?" And I was embarrassed, but it was one of the best lessons I ever learned, or whatever. And I thought about it, and it really changed my life, and it really changed my perspective. A lot of us don't have good relationship with people because you felt entitled to something, and you're not entitled to anything. Nobody on this earth have to do anything. But my kids who I raised, other kids who I raised, nieces and nephews, man, I don't feel entitled. If I get old and end up in a nursing home by myself, so be it. They not obligated to wipe my ass or hand me a glass of water or put me in their house with their family and their kids. I'm not entitled to that. And it's not personal. That's not everybody not cut out to have a 90, 80-year-old man in their house or whatever that they can't care for when they got young kids and they busy and they got crazy schedules and stuff. I'm not entitled for my son to take care of me. I'm not entitled for my daughter to take care of me in my latter years. I was having a and don't correct me on here on anything. Whatever I say, that's just what I say. And I'm not, because you make people start trying to overthink and say things in a certain way just where they won't be corrected. Just you know where my heart is. I'm not gonna say everything correct. If I feel dumb, that's how I feel. I'm telling you how I feel. So don't come over here check making and correcting shit. That get on my nerves. I was with Alfred Liggins one day. Alfred Liggins is Kathy Hughes' son. Miss Kathy Hughes is the owner and the founder of Radio One and TV One. Steve Harvey and Rickey Anderson, who was my attorney at the time, recommended me to be on the radio in Dallas, and my show got syndicated or whatever. But before that, I'll tell this. Okay. And one day I was hanging out with Alfred Liggins, and one day we ended up just in a little office at the radio station in Atlanta. This is the CEO of, he's probably like 6 or 7 years older than me. And he is the CEO of Radio One and TV One, right? And one day, man, I was just so grateful for the opportunity, man, to be on all these radio stations every morning. I mean, it's really a blessing because my whole life I've been getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So if I'm gonna get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, it ain't nothing for me. to jump in the car and go to the radio station and read some commercials and tell some jokes and talk about politics and do church announcement with Bernice Jenkins and all these characters, whatever. I said, hey man, I said, I want to tell you something. And my contract was up at the time, was about to be up or whatever. I said, let me tell you something. I said, I want to say this to you, and I still mean it, because, these contracts be up or whatever. I said, I want to tell you something. I said, and I'm gonna tell you what he said back to me. I said, first of all, I want to thank you for this opportunity. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Whatever decision you make, I respect it. And I want you to know, whatever decision you make, I absolutely love you. And I really appreciate the opportunity, because the job that you gave me allowed me to buy a house. It allowed me to get custody of my son. It allowed me to put my son through college. And if this business relationship ends right here, I don't care if you decide not to renew my contract. If you ended up in the hospital and needed a kidney and you decided not to renew my contract, bro, I got you. Because I really felt that way, and I still feel that way when it comes to Alfred Liggins and when it comes to Kathy Hughes. When that pandemic came, that's the first person I came. Hey, Miss H, you straight? Miss H, you good? Miss H, do you need anything? And whatever she asked me for, or whatever she asked me to do, I do it, paid or not. Because, see, for me, it's personal, man, because those people changed my life. They gave me an opportunity. Steve gave me an opportunity. If he asked me to do something, I'm going to do it, pay or not. Certain people, man, I feel that way about. And I'm not entitled to anything, and nobody owe me nothing. I was on Doug Banks' morning show, and you know how sometimes you get into it with producers and other folks on the show. It just didn't work out. And stuff like that happened. Everybody young and crazy as hell. It didn't work out. And I got my first check and I was let go. But I got on my phone. I called Doug Banks, God rest his soul. I said, hey, brother. I said, I want to tell you, man, I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for letting me be on your radio show, for sharing your platform with me. Thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate you, man, and I love you. And I called Doug Banks and I told him that. And I just sat back, and next thing you know, I got another opportunity somewhere else. Alfred and Steve, them call and say, hey, come to Dallas. We want to set something up for you. I didn't cuss nobody out. I didn't dog nobody out. I wasn't mad at nobody. I just kept working. And I stayed humble, and I was just grateful for the opportunity. And the problem that I see is, and when I get into it with people, or, I got people that I gave opportunities to that don't speak to me. I got people that's still benefiting from what I do, that I share a platform with. They don't have shit to do with me, and I ain't never did nothing to but give them an opportunity. On my show right goddamn now. Work in the same space with me right now, or whatever. And they don't fuck with me. I ain't never did anything to them but give them opportunities. It's funny how people get mad about something or feel a certain way about something. And I don't know. It's just a sense of entitlement. It just sometimes stuff be fucked up. But thank God for good grandparents and good ass home training and common sense, common courtesy, sensibility. I'm gonna say this, man, be very mindful how you treat people and how you handle shit. Control your feelings, control your emotions. Because one thing about it, you know where you been, but you don't know where you're going. And you don't know who you're going to need. You got to be classy and don't feel entitled to anything. I had people walk out on me, man. I don't know what the fuck they thought I was going to get when Tom Joyner retired. My check didn't change. A company ain't gonna tear up my contract just to write up another contract to give me more money. My contract was the same. Folks just quit. I started getting, people started, he getting all this or whatever. I didn't get nothing but move over from playing hip hop music to playing R&B music, from playing Lil Durk and Meg Thee Stallion to playing Mary J. Blige and you know, and you know what I'm saying, and her. That's all I got. My contract was the same. But the fact that people thought that I was getting this big ass increase or whatever, I didn't get an extra dime to take over when Tom Jones retired. They just slid me over into that slot. And I was still under the contract because it's the same company. And folks quit and stopped speaking to me and made videos. Nobody ever texts me and say, hey, nothing. And it was just a sense of entitlement. I didn't do anything to anybody. Nobody even called me or texted me and say I did it, like, and then people just stop speaking to you, and that's it. And just because of business, you know, Alfred Liggins said that you can't ever get mad at anyone for making a business decision that best suits their business. If Kathy Hughes and Alfred Liggins decide that it's better to not renew my contract and get somebody else, that's what it is. Because guess what? They gave me 15 years and paid me a lot of damn money and gave me 2 TV shows, 2 sitcoms, and 2 seasons of a sitcom, and 6 seasons of a reality show, and a syndicated radio show. What the hell would I be mad at them for if they decided tomorrow, hey, we're gonna go in another direction? What the hell am I mad for? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get on a plane and I'm gonna fly to DC and I'm gonna go find Miss H and personally give her a big dozen of roses and give Alfred some cigars and get him whatever they need. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. And if you need me to do anything else, you got my number. You know where to find me. Thank you. And I'm going to go and get my ass on stage at a comedy club. I'm not going to make no video. I'm not going to dog them out. And they done got rid of me. And I done did all this. Well, okay, when you did what you did, they paid you to do what you did, right? You got paid to do what you did. That mindset. And that mindset is what take you to the next level, because it's a sign of you being grateful and being mature. And you got people out here that don't speak to people that gave them an opportunity, and just because the opportunity isn't there anymore or whatever, then it's just a total disregard for you as a person. How are you? I love you. I will always love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. How are you? How your mama doing? How your kids doing? That kind of stuff. It says a lot about you. It says a lot about your character. I don't give a damn how mad I was. And I done been mad at Steve before or whatever, but I would never disrespect him ever. I don't feel, Steve Harvey had celebrities' families on Family Feud. He done had everybody. That's one of my best friends and my frat brother. He ain't entitled to have the Rickey Smiley morning show in his cast and my cast members on Family Feud. And I got Steve number, and me, him, and DL be group texting almost every week or 2 or 3 times a week on some stuff when we trying to help people or whatever. I'm not entitled to that. Now, it would be nice if we went and did Family Feud, but I'm not entitled to it, and I'm not gonna treat him any different just because he didn't. The nigga got me the radio show. He ain't got to do nothing else for me. He set me up to win for life. Put me in a position where if I get fired tomorrow, man, I'm good. A show here and there at a comedy club, I'm good. I'm really good. And so, man, change your attitude towards folks. When people attitude change when you're not benefiting from them no more. Your attitude determines your altitude. Change your ways, change your mindset. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. Don't nobody have to put you on shows. Don't nobody have to do nothing for you. Don't nobody have to hire you. Don't nobody have to, nothing. Nothing. If you have it in you, get it out of your system, because it's rotten to have a sense of entitlement to anything. The only thing you're entitled to is the groceries that you paid for. The only thing you're entitled to is you swipe your credit card and that gas that go in that tank. Only thing you're entitled to is respect from another person. Anything pretty much outside of that, don't nobody have to speak to you. Don't nobody have to come in the office and ask you how your mama doing, how your family doing. Something like sometimes I come in the office, I'm just working. Hey, good morning. All right, so here's what we got. People take it personally and say, you mean you didn't even ask me how I was doing, what I'm going through. You know, sometimes you just be boom, boom, boom. You're not entitled to that. Now, if I do pull you to the side and ask you how your family doing, are you okay? That's a blessing, or vice versa. So, I just want to share that with you because anybody I ever fell out with, first thing I do is brush my teeth when I wake up, wash my face, take a shower, put on deodorant, and check and do a self-check, physically and on the inside. Did I hurt anybody's feelings? Did I offend anybody? How can I correct it? Did I rub anybody the wrong way? You understand what I'm saying? What did I do wrong? If I didn't, and if I did, tell me. And either I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna say, no, that went wrong. I was setting a boundary for you. Most of the time, that's what it is. Setting a boundary. You know, but nobody's entitled to anything. I got kids that I raised in my house that have got mad because I didn't do something and went out here and made hateful and disrespectful videos. Kids that I took under my wing and raised in my house and raised them with my kids that I had spoke to in over 10 years or whatever because they felt entitled to something. And that's real shit. It happened. It has happened to you. Entitlement. And it's bad. And if you don't do nothing else tonight or nothing else this week, make sure you work on and you think about this. Do I have a sense of entitlement? Do I feel like somebody owe me something? Change that mindset, because that is a real freaking disease. It's a real disease and it's sick. And somebody say, hey, I'm gonna buy some of your cupcakes today. I'm gonna buy some of your candy apples this week, Candy Apple Lisa. Miss Gigi Holloman, I'm gonna buy some lemon drops this week. Toya Johnny, I'm gonna support your business this week or whatever. And if I don't get around to support everybody's business or whatever, you can't be mad because I can't get to everybody. But guess what? You're not entitled to it. But I promise you, man, I don't skip over stuff, just or whatever. But man, please don't be that person that's entitled. Because if you are, it's a disease. It's a cancerous disease and you need to get rid of it. Hey, thank y'all for that. Google sense of entitlement. If you don't know what it is, Google it. Google it. Pastor Walter Solomon on here. Hey, Pastor Solomon, you've been an associate pastor, right? If the pastor lets you bless the offering, if the pastor lets you get up and read the New Testament or the Old Testament at the funeral or whatever, he's still giving you some shine. He don't have to let you preach. It would be nice if he let you preach, but he don't have to let you preach. Come on now. I know a lot of preachers done put other pastors on that got impatient and they went and left and studied under you and they left the wrong way, started their own ministry and their ministry didn't work out. I hear the stories. I hear the stories all the time. And you tried to put them on, tried to teach them. You felt like they weren't ready, but they impatient and they left and just left the wrong way. And what my granddaddy taught me, he said, leave right. Whatever it is that you leave, when you decide to leave right. Because you might have to go back. It ain't no grandmamas. It ain't no grandmamas out here. It ain't no grandmamas and granddaddies out here teaching that. My son coming home. My son don't make no money. My son play basketball for Alabama State. Guess why my son coming home tomorrow? Because he want to work in the yard to make some money. He didn't say cash out me. He said, Dad, do you have any work for me? That's the type of person you need to be. And that's why I can do business with my son, because my son is operating like a man at 20 years old. He don't feel entitled to my money because my son don't tell jokes. I do. My son don't do radio. I do. My son needs some money where he can pay for something and pay some bills. So he finna come and pull some weeds out of this flower garden tomorrow and do some stuff in the yard so he can make his money when he go back to Montgomery. He don't feel entitled to it. And if I felt a certain kind of way that I didn't feel it was safe for him to come up here, I could simply cash app him. But he gonna come up here and work for it. And I'm gonna keep him that way because I like that. And that's how we ought to be. Google sense of entitlement. Read it and make sure that you are not that person. All right? Nick Cannon, thank you again for a wonderful opportunity. And that was a blessing in my life. You didn't have to ask me to do it. I'm glad that you did. I absolutely love, I promised I wasn't gonna ever do Bernice Jenkins character again. I had a nephew that I raised that posted a picture of Bernice Jenkins that's mad at me right now and did a whole Facebook Live and said some really nasty stuff and used that. And it made me self-conscious about a character that I created or whatever. And I sat down and had a long conversation with my stylist about it and some other comedians because it was just a controversy about comedians dressing up like women or whatever. But I'm a comic and it was funny. So I did it. Nick Cannon is a friend. He had a dream. He had a vision. He asked me to support his vision. So I freaking did it. And I'm not ashamed of it. I did wear a pantsuit. I said, all right, Nick, I ain't gonna put no dress on, but I'm gonna wear this pantsuit. The pantsuit was perfect. So I freaking did it. And, you know, that's what it was or whatever. And I can go on and I can go deeper about a whole lot of stuff. But come on, black folks, let's get rid of that sense of time. Hey, y'all have a good night. When y'all get up in the morning, listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show and just understand and always know, me love you long time. Good night, and my beard growing back. Never again. Never again. Cause somebody on the internet this morning told me that nigga said, nigga, you look like you just came out the burn unit. The hell? Nigga said I look like I came out the burn unit. On that video I made with Miss Janie, talking about that prostitute prank that everybody been doing. I saw one of the comments said, nigga, why Rickey Smiley face look like he came out to burn you? Know I put these glasses on, why I won't be looking so plain? I love when people roast now. That's what I do. I do these jokes. And if I find out who said it, I'm going to go to your whole Facebook page. I'm going to go back through them comments and find out who said my face look like I just came out the burn unit or whatever. When I find out who you are, I'm coming to your Facebook page and I'm going to post some of your pictures. I'm going to roast your ass to death because you got the right one, buddy. You gonna sit up and talk about me, and whoever calling in on quickies talking about my voice sound on the radio sound like I got sinus and I've been drinking a bowl. I ate a bowl of sand. I don't appreciate that either. Y'all gonna stop calling this radio station roasting me. I'm your host. I'm the one that gets you to work every morning. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. Yeah. No, he said a burn unit. Like I just got out the hospital, like I was in a fire. And that's what my face looked like. Hey, Marquita, I know you ain't laughing. Y'all, Fred, I know y'all ain't on here laughing at nobody. I go to all y'all Facebook page. I will roast y'all to death. Michelle Green, that ain't funny. It was very disrespectful and it was hurtful. And I talked to my therapist about that today. Tish Fletcher, you are a lifesaver. Y'all look up Tish Fletcher on Facebook. If you can't sleep, she made some gummies. She is a young entrepreneur. And I take one of these every night. These gummies got CBD in it. And boy, look at here. Hey, what up, Phil? This will knock your ass out. And you don't feel groggy the next morning. And you ain't gonna wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You've been what'd you say, Mark? Matt King, what up, you? Hey, Matt King said, damn, bro, you done put Bernie Jenkins in a Hillary Clinton outfit. You damn right. You damn right. Bernie Jenkins looked like she was running for, George. Jalene be eating these at night. You will sleep. You ain't gonna. Tish, I don't know what Tish put in these, the CBD gummy. Y'all go to Tish Fletcher if you want to sleep at night. If you can't sleep at night, look up Tish Fletcher on Facebook. And, hold on. Let me show y'all what else she got. She's a young entrepreneur in Birmingham. We've been friends for a long time. Benji, what up, boy? Benji, pimping. Hold on, let me show y'all something. Hold on. Hey. Hey, let me tell y'all something. Man, when I tell y'all I support black business, this young lady right here, my shoulders was hurt. I don't know, I thought my rotator cuff was acting up. Man, I was getting sharp pain in my shoulders at night while I was asleep, right? I put this CBD cream on my shoulders 2 days ago. Fred, y'all know this because I was telling y'all when we was in Fort Lauderdale, I put this cream on my shoulders, and my shoulders had not hurt since, right? She got stuff that you put in your bath water that will relax you and make you go to sleep. Then she got the restoration soak with CBD in it, and then she got the good night sleep soak, and then she got the damn bath bomb. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Tish Fletcher, she be over there in her house making this stuff. And Tish Fletcher, TISHFLETCHER. She's on one of my friends on Facebook. Y'all watch her and support her and take one of these gummies. Cause in 5 minutes, bruh, I took one of these gummies, man. one of these gummies. And I went to sit on the toilet, and that's why I woke up. When I flushed the toilet and got my ass up and went on in that dead radio. Right there. I'm finna go lay down. Because I'll be sitting up here on Facebook Live like this. Like Lil Daryl or something. Yes, sir. All right, man. Y'all look her up. Tish Fletcher. And get you some sleep. And get you somebody for your aches and pain. Black-owned business, black-operated. And she's great. And she's very nice. And if you're in Birmingham and you can't get to her, she will bring it to you. Just be nice. And she was usually send it, but she will bring it. But you're not entitled. Okay? She might hand bring it. She might have to send it. If she gets busy, she might can't go to everybody's house or don't feel safe during the pandemic. Right? So, now Black Tony texted me, Fred, and said he'll be there. He texted me and said he was coming to work. So I believe him. All right. Yeah, Tish Fletcher, Angela, Gigi Hogan. This stuff is good and it calm your nerve. And this also help with anxiety. So if you're worried about stuff or whatever, it's gonna help you relax and it's gonna help you, it just make you chill out. It don't make you high, it just make you chill out. So God bless y'all and thank y'all for watching this video. Good night. Listen, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Have you? See right here? Click right here and press the bell so you can see my videos as soon as they're uploaded, okay? So that once they upload, you can see all the videos right there. Press that right there. Don't press it, mash it.